Oh, hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, "Hi, Belara."
Right. Okay. It's just, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods. It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
Yeah, it's an adjustment. Whole lot of elven customs are feeling kinda weird right now.
I'm worried about our people. Or more like how other people see us. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
Our gods aren't us. We can't judge people by their rulers, especially if those rulers are tyrants. Elves haven't been like that for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility. And I don't know, I feel guilty. Anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
I don't know. But you're kind and compassionate, and that matters. It makes a difference.
Rook, that means a lot. Thank you. But is it really that easy? Does kindness make up for it? What our people did, I mean?
The Evanuris did those things, and they did them to our people.
Yeah. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
I'm no bard, but I can talk. Glad it helped.
Well, you're good at it. See you later, Rook.
Lucanus, are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Forget about Gillenane.
That's why I'm here.
I know, but I'm just happy you didn't get killed out there.
You shouldn't go easy on me. Mistakes get people killed.
You're an assassin. So do successes.
I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
Gillenane was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanus. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible, and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
Davrin? Davrin, about Weishaupt. Just wanted to make sure you're okay after,
I wouldn't say that, no. That's Renaud. Malmont. Anya. We used to argue. Who'd be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I? Because I'm still here. They're not.
This whole mess is my battle more than anyone else's. I should have died before they did.
Can't help but wonder. Maybe a warden who survives an archdemon is no warden at all.
It's in your blood. Our blood. No escaping it.
But we just did.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise us on to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
Hey, there are worse jobs than being a professional truffle hunter.
Don't start.
He seems to like the idea.
Guess we're stuck with each other, boy. No getting rid of me now. Someday I might actually know what that means.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet?
Yeah,
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillenane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
I think your coffee hurt his feelings.
Apologies to you and the beans.
That could only hurt me if I drank it.
So, what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venator used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
If you need backup, I'm happy to help.
I don't expect you to show up for Docktown, Rook.
But I will. Really.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Let's call it both.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaper didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Damn, that's a disappointment.
Well, I'm not gonna find my answers in Orzammar. My contacts had no idea what I was talking about.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Eh?
There is another great tide, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closer to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors...
That the dwarves of Kalsharak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shocker Toebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
Sounds like your mother was hard on you.
Nah.
I think your fingers are just perfect.
Yeah. So... Are you trying to have sex with me?
Wow. In my daydreams, this is where you lean over me and slap the wall.
Quick, think about us having sex. So now we need to figure out if it's Cashlock or Tomlock.
And those are...
Cashlock's just flirting. You look and make jokes and maybe think about him for fun. Tomlock is serious. Like you want to grab that and taste its neck right by the collarbone. So which is it?
Listen, you're amazing, but I think we'd be better off without, smelling each other.
Okay.
Are we good?
I'm not always good at getting what people mean. That's why I ask. We're good.
Rook, Tosh, glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillianane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon.
But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Gillenane yet stand.
We took down Gillenane's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
I watched a lot of Wardens die while Gillenane didn't. How'd you think I'm doing?
You saw the Venatori seize control of Minrathous. What makes Weishaupt harder to bear?
This time, I was in charge. The Grey Wardens listened to my plan. My team followed orders. Everyone was depending on me. But we couldn't kill Gillenane. Weishaupt fell because I failed.
Rook. I led a rebellion against Elganan for 100 of your lifetimes. I have been where you now stand. Do you know how many times I had to order my rebels to retreat when we were outmatched in raw power? You rendered Gillenane mortal and escaped with your lives. The sting of wishing you had done more will push you to improve. But Weishaupt was a victory, and your team will see your passion, even if you must conceal the extent of your own pain. How are your companions, after what happened?
What happened to Weishaupt left a lot of them rattled.
That is to be expected. They faced Gillenane in the flesh, properly focused. Their fear will spur them to fight harder, to be ready next time. You cannot stand against Elganan and Gillenane with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I knew I might have to make a call like that when Varric put me in charge.
A good leader never makes such a decision lightly. But when the time comes, it is better to be prepared. And perhaps it will not come to that. The stronger your team, the more chances you will have to avoid such a decision.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Elganan and Gillenane's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Gillenane mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Elganan can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
I'll be ready.
One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Gillenane, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Elganan's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.
The Shadow Dragons were nice. May and the rest.
We have our moments.
They talked about gender stuff, and I didn't get all of it, but it helped. So, thanks.
Anytime.
An archdemon falls, but light spreads. The crossroads are in need, dweller.
Oh, Rook. Sorry, Hello.
Everything okay?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yanarl is missing. And others, Strife told me.
What kind of missing?
They went back to where I met you, where we found the archive. You know, just in case. It's been a week. No one's heard from them. And it's my fault.
It's not your fault, Bellara.
Please, I need to blame someone, even if it's me.
Bellara, they know what they're doing. It's not on you.
Isn't it? If I missed something, if that artifact turned back on, let's start looking where we met earlier, where the Veil Jumpers would have gone in. Might be another anomaly, or more demons. Well, let's just be ready.
Ready for what?
For anything.
This is ominous.
Viago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Viago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Everything she did to you. We'll make her pay, Lucanis. Side by side.
We just have to get this done. I'm not losing anyone else. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
All right. I think we can make this work.
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Hey, Mila. How are the wetlands?
Blighted?
Right.
The wardens have a lot to do.
Take a look. Good to go. You need anything else, I'll be here.
Thanks, Holden. I'll see you around.
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar. He should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
So Flynn must be local.
Which means they were here.
Rook. Greta. Not sure if you remember me. I became a warden around the same time as you.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are. Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just... I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
Warden Alona, medic for the Order, or those of us here at least. I've got a lot of patience, but I'll help as I can. Take care.
The trees from the wetlands are unique. We've had lumber imported. It's not the same. Please come by again.
You need something scraped together? Just ask. Keep your guard up.
I keep seeing what Weishaupt.
Some wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know. Looking at that journal, it seems someone might have followed them.
Here they come. So, Tosh, the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep.
In we go! Gotta move! Right. Where were we again? So, Tosh, the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What?
No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later. And archdemons. You handle archdemons. That thing at Weishaupt was messed up.
In all kinds of ways.
Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh.
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Gilneane's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
You are, but you don't have to do this alone.
I don't need help.
But we need you, all right? We cannot beat the gods without a dragon slayer.
Wait. Look at that.
Ropes.
Kunari ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Something she was never supposed to be. Chakra Toebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Kunari. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I'm not even... I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
Tosh. I know what you're going through right now. Sometimes stuff gets... I don't know, all twisted up. You get angry because it's easier than facing what's really there. Because what's really there feels too big. You are not blighted or ugly or wrong. If you feel like you are, it's only because there's something you need to face.
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Oh, Tosh.
The Shadow Dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But... I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
The Qun has everyone wear the same Darson, right? Even your mother?
None of the other Kunari kids did.
Sure, but their parents left the Qun. Shathan didn't. She carried it with her all the way to Ravane.
Yeah.
I may not get Kunari culture, but I know those ropes aren't a punishment. They're to help you be who you are. Whoever you are. Even if it's a struggle to get there.
Chakra Toebra. I want to be... No. I am Kunari. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels... good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.
trouble nearby. Good job.
The tree. So beautiful. Can you hear it singing?
A map and plans.
From the missing wardens.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
Why?
If his calling was close, it might have looked beautiful to him.
We'll tell the wardens.
Hey, Davrin. We gonna talk about Weishaupt?
Not by choice.
What the crap was that archdemon? You all said it was a dragon.
I don't know.
I joined up to fight dragons, not whatever that was. Had too many heads.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what the gods are doing. All I know is that Gillenane is still alive, and a lot of wardens aren't.
Oh. We'll kick her ass next time.
Thanks, Tosh. You better be ready.
That cabin must be the physician's. Flynn's mental. Light.
It's on the inside, too. We can still search it.
Look for medical supplies. There was a life here.
Yeah. Damn.
There's only death where the blight goes.
A notebook. It describes a local plant, Rona's bloom. None here, but Oscar left to find more for his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there. Darkspawn.
Let's finish this.
There's a body.
Couldn't escape the Darkspawn.
His bag. Rona's bloom. This was the physician, Oscar.
We can get the supplies to Flynn. He can still help the village.
Darkspawn. Bring them down and we'll clear a path.
Davrin, nice.
There's an injured warden here.
Is that the mayor from Demeter's Crossing?
All clear.
Should be easier to travel through here. That will help the wardens. Mayor.
It's only Julius now. You freed me from the Blight again.
We got hit by Darkspawn. Julius pulled us out. He got us stuck, but we're alive thanks to him.
I couldn't watch someone make a choice they'd regret. I'll get Beckett and the others back to Lavendel. Rook, thank you.
Flynn, we have Bronus Bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he, or his wife, Marta?
I'm sorry. They're gone. You're from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
You know, taking on warden patients, you're doing a lot for us. And you already had your hands full. You didn't have to.
Hevka made that clear. Twice. But I want to. Really. The wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by. I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the warden joining ritual. It saved my life, and gave me warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
It should mean I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
The gods made things a lot worse. I can't imagine getting my abilities in the middle of all this.
If you ever want to compare notes. Actually, that might be useful. I'd get a new perspective on my patients. You know, I can sense the blight in my warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendel's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't. At least I hope not. After you became a warden, did you change?
I don't know. I think I'm the same, but so much has happened, I probably can't be.
That makes sense.
But hey, if you're happy where you are now, that's what counts for today.
Thanks, Rook.
Anytime.
You're breathing easier?
You've got patience worse than me. But if you had more questions about warden stuff...
After Weishaupt, we can't afford to ignore anything to do with the Blight. The Gloomhowler was working with Darkspawn. I should help Davrin when he learns more about it. Something wrong?
Got a message. A place called the Cauldron was attacked.
I've heard that name around Weishaupt. Never knew what it was.
You do. It's a secret Warden readout of some kind. No idea what goes on there.
Then why are you involved?
Because whatever attacked it sounds like the Gloomhowler.
How do you want to handle this?
By ending it. What's left of the Wardens are still licking their wounds. So we handle this alone. Just go to the Cauldron and get the Griffins back. You have to promise to behave, boy. Listen to every word I say, stay out of trouble, don't do anything dumb, and don't eat any...
I think we get the point. What happened to he'll learn by doing, sink or swim?
Yeah? But what if he sinks? I'm supposed to be the bodyguard, keep that feathery butt safe.
Aw, look who's got a soft spot.
He kind of grows on you.
So do you.
It's that famous Grey Warden charm.
You could be.
Should have known it was too quiet.
Maybe that Turlum idea, that unity between Warden and Griffin, starts by having faith in each other.
Maybe. I suppose you were born for this sort of fight, boy. All talents and temper.
And a sharp tongue to remind you of it.
As long as he backs it up.
Hey, good. I wanted to ask you something. My mother and I have a weekly dinner thing. I was gonna meet her in Ravane. Wanna come? Fresh food. And I wanted to know you're good to work with.
Sure.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I hope I'm not putting you out.
No, this is Tasha's home as much as mine, even if she does not visit very often.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
Sounds like they didn't want you to read it.
Yes. Unfortunately, there are few other documents that date back to the first expedition.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here. food's ready.
This is not Iskap.
It was gonna take too long. I wanted to hear about the tablet.
Did you?
Yeah?
Well, as I said, it is at least 1,000 years old.
Hara Merad Zasham.
More emphasis. The sentence is a march, not a race. Hera Merad Zesham.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you came, Panaidan.
Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was... like that.
Telling her might be more trouble than it's worth.
I'll tell her soon. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her. You do what's right for you.
Thanks.
On the library balcony.
Lucanus, looking for a book on exorcism?
Maybe Spite wants a bedtime story.
Somewhere. That did it.
Another library door.